Thank you very much. Wonderful for you to come out here in the middle of the day in Madison, the conservative bastion of Wisconsin. The pundits in Washington and New York, and they all sit there and they have their rather horrible attitudes about the way things are going. And a lot of them have said that there's no point in any of you going to vote Tuesday, that it's all over, it's been decided by people in other states, and that Wisconsin doesn't matter, nor does Texas or Ohio or Nebraska or North Carolina. And you know what? Wouldn't it really mess them up if you went out and voted for me Tuesday and just ruined everything they've been saying? But I've been to Wisconsin on several occasions. In fact, some of you don't know this about me, but I was actually invited to sing the national anthem at Lambeau Field. I was. And I did it. And I'm disappointed that some of you are not aware of when I did that, because I love to tell people that that was one of the great moments that I've had in my career, was being invited to sing the national anthem at the 50-yard line at Lambeau Field. Now, I need to tell you the whole story, because here's what happened. Back in 2000, we went to Lambeau Field. I was one of, at that time, 4 governors campaigning for President Bush. And we were barnstorming all across Wisconsin as part of several states that we visited. And Green Bay was one of the stops, and we ended up going there. We got the daytime tour of the locker room, saw the Super Bowl trophies, behind the scenes, the whole cool stuff. I mean, it was awesome. 4 years later, I was sent back to Wisconsin, and again campaigning for President Bush, this time with Governor Mike Rounds of South Dakota, and then Idaho Governor Dirk Kempthorne, who is now the Secretary of the Interior. Well, Green Bay was one of our stops, but it was at night. So when we finished the event we had, we said, let's go out to Lambeau Field, because they had a really cool place, Curly's, at Lambeau Field, the restaurant there, and we'll go there and we'll eat. So it was now 9:30, 10 o'clock at night when we get out there, and we go to Curly's to eat. Security guards for the stadium get to talking with our state police troopers who are escorting us, and they come and ask, would you guys like to see the stadium? Because we got the keys, we can let you in. Of course, we're all in. Yeah, why not? By now it's 11 o'clock at night, the place is dark, obviously nobody's there, but the security guys open up and they give us a little tour out there on the field, and we're walking around the field at this shrine. I mean, let's face it, Lambeau Field is not just a place to play. It is a national sports shrine. And everybody just has to, you know, I mean, it's a buzz, even if you're from Arkansas, to get to walk out there on the field. So I go to the security guy and I say to him, I said, guy, do me a favor. I said, don't argue with me or ask me why, just do me a favor. I want you to ask me and these other 2 governors to sing the national anthem. And he looked at me, he said, well, I said, no. I told you, don't ask any questions. I just gave you a simple instruction. Invite us to sing the national anthem. He said, okay. Would you guys sing the national anthem? I said, we'd be delighted. So I got Mike Rounds and Dirk Kempthorne, and we went down and stood on the 50-yard line at Lambeau Field at 11:15 at night and sung our lungs out the national anthem. So, senators don't have to make things work. They get to vote on a few things every year, but they're not really responsible for whether it makes it or breaks it. When you've been the chief executive, as I was for 10 and a half years as a governor, every day you make decisions that decide whether we have more jobs or fewer jobs, whether taxes are higher or lower, whether our highways are better or worse, whether the unemployment rate goes up or goes down, whether middle-class people have a chance to do better or stay stagnant or do worse. You see this ominous form that you look forward to seeing every April 15th? We would make April 15th just another beautiful spring day in America. And if we got rid of the IRS, here's what we could do with that old lovely 1040. Attitude is this. A lot of the people who are supporting Senator McCain, a good and decent man, a lot of them have such an assumption that it's over. There's no point in them going to vote. And in fact, that's what I'd like for you to tell them. You just go tell them, you know, your guy, yeah, right, we understand. Stay home, whole day. Brew another pot of hot coffee. Just sit it out. But the folks who are going to vote for me, don't let anything keep you from going out to vote. I am a person who believes that if this nation gets it wrong when it comes to respecting human life, we're going to get a lot of other things wrong. Your position in the community, the job that you perform on a day-to-day basis, none of that makes you somehow better than another person or worse than another person. There is a basic equality that transcends all of the designations that people make, because our founding fathers understood that that equality was not something government could designate. God designated it. Amen. He created it. And government, as we value each other, we are a culture of life. Amen. And contrast that with the culture of death that we fight with Islamofascism.
He'll take your picture.
Oh, look at that. There's you. You see yourself? Every kid sticks their tongue out for a camera.
Oh, yeah. Especially the boys. Okay,
We just finished up Mike Huckabee's speech here in Madison. What'd you think?
That was great. He touched on all the issues that I was interested in hearing about, and I really, wish him on.
Which particular issues were your hot buttons?
Well, I like the immigration issue being addressed in a thoughtful manner, and I like the fact that he's standing up for some conservative values that I don't see in the other three candidates.
All right, other three being McCain, Obama, and Hillary?
That's right.
Now, are Hillary or Obama even in play for you?
I would consider Obama just if there is no Huckabee.
Now, let me get my hands around that.
Yeah.
You're going from the most conservative viable candidate in the election to the most liberal.
I just can't vote for McCain or Hillary. So.
That's interesting. Is that
I'll
personality?
probably just stay home.
Oh, there you go. So if you got McCain, Clinton, you're just going to sit that one out?
Yeah.
Wow, that's an interesting philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I can't put my signature on that one.
I can understand that. That's one. Well, hey, I appreciate it. Any other particular things in his speech that stuck out for you?
No, I just like it. The whole his whole philosophy on not being from the inner Beltway, Washington Beltway, and that he's more of a leader as far as running a state government. He has executive leadership. I like his tax platform.
Of Mr. Huckabee's speech.
I thought he was great as always.
Have you seen him before?
Oh, I've seen video of him. I've seen him on YouTube and things, yeah. And he always speaks from the heart. He doesn't speak off a teleprompter, and I just like it that he's a real person.
He did 35 minutes here with no notes, no nothing, and he managed to stay pretty much on topic, told some Wisconsin-related stories. I was impressed.
Yeah.
Which issues do you share with the governor?
Oh, well, obviously I believe in life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Without liberty, you don't have happiness. Without life, you don't have liberty. I think life is like first in the Declaration of Independence. I think they meant it to be first. So I am strong pro-life. I believe in the individual. Mike Huckabee mentioned it in his speech today, and he was right on.